Mayuresh Joshi as well from Angel Broking joining me right now, and Dinesh Shukla, banking analyst at Sharekhan as well, is with us. Dinesh, quickly to you first. Just going by the prima facie numbers, that's the NII as well as the PAT, it looks like an extremely bang-in-line set of performance from HDFC.
Yes, about 20% growth in the net profits. The numbers are quite healthy, though it was slightly short of our estimates.
Okay. Why would you say they're short of your expectations? What is it that you were pricing in for the quarter?
We don't have the net interest income number. We're expecting about 13-14%.
Dinesh has come in at 2,501 crore rupees.
Okay, so that is in line with our estimates. I think the little variation, whatever we have, we would be on the non-interest income side.
Okay, let's just take you through all of the flashes that have come in on your screens right now. Apart from the numbers, I want to take note of this. The board has okayed sponsored ADR issue of up to 10% of the company share. So that's also important to take note of. But other than that, here's the profit figure. 1,604 crore rupees, bang in line with at least what the ET Now poll was suggesting. This is versus a comparable of 1,358 crores. Net interest income has come in at a very healthy 2,501 crore rupees versus 2,059 crores. And we also have the loan book at 2.38 lakh crores as on the 30th of September. More importantly, Mayuresh, I would like to get in your views, A, as to what you make of the numbers so far. They've also okayed raising $750 million via overseas rupee bond issues. What do you make of the numbers so far, and what is your expectation when it comes to asset quality?
Afternoon, Navan. So clearly, I think on the top line, it has exceeded our expectations. Clearly, I think when you're talking about how the non-interest income would move, I'm not seeing the number exactly so far, but again, the expectations were that the dividend income from HDFC Bank, which was referred to this quarter, would have a huge bump up on the non-interest income part. But clearly, I think when you're talking about asset quality, again, do not have the numbers offhand, but we're expecting a stable set to come through on the GNPAs at around 0.7% in terms of the overall asset quality. I think is what we would.
Oh, we seem to have snapped that line. Hemendra, just same question from you as well. What is it that you're expecting on the asset quality front from HDFC? And does it seem like it's going to improve or at best at least be stable this time?
I think one should expect fairly stable numbers of, up to 1% or below, because that has been its track record so far. And HDFC has always been showing very good asset quality numbers when it comes to housing loans. So I think we have to just check that. But I think it should, meet market expectations.
Okay, that's the word coming in. By the way, we just had some numbers flashing on your screens as well of UPL's numbers, and the street was, going in with pretty high expectations. We'll take note of that. But the profit on sale of investments has come in at about 48 crore rupees. Hemendra, let's talk a little bit about what exactly, you would advise doing with the stock price of HDFC at the current juncture.
As I said, in the financial intermediary space, I think housing finance seems to be the only viable option. But I really don't see any improvement on the corporate side of loan growth. So if anyone has to be positioned in the financial space, I think one has to focus on either those who are, who've got a liability or franchise, or who have got a retail franchise. Therefore, on the asset book, I think housing finance is one of those areas where one could be in. Although there is tremendous stress on the housing finance side, in the particular for the real estate side of the business, because of those housing finance companies who have given, a lot of loans to the real estate developers. I think they would be under pressure. I think if you're stuck to home loans, individual, retail, housing finance, you should be safe.
In fact, the stock has really been all over the place. We just have the PAT as well as the NII performance, and that, of course, has been in line with estimates, and a couple of other announcements like the ADR, etc. as well, which will lead to some bit of dilution, because the board has now established or okayed the establishing of a sponsored ADR program for up to 10% of the equity. Okay, within seconds from now, KK Mistry, MD and CEO at HDFC, will be highlighting the quarter, and we're going to cut across to that address of his and try and figure out what the nitty-gritties of the quarter are like. I think we can cut across.
So we just finished the board meeting a few minutes ago.